What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Portland Regionals recap video. Today we are featuring Richard Goldsberry's top 128 Lugia VSTAR list up against our very own Mason Jones's Lost Box list that placed in the top 64. If you enjoy this video and want to see our deck list, check out our Discord link in the description below. Enjoy the video.
I got top 64.
Use nasality.
This is the best deck of all time. Just kidding. I basically took Celio's list, to be honest, and changed a couple cards. So,
First here, very obvious choice when you win the coin flip. And there we go.
I always knew Breeze was simping for Skyla. Dude, you have no idea.
Whoa,
Breeze,
hey.
Breeze is king of the simps.
Nah, don't sell me out like this, man. Don't sell me out. Not like this. Alright, you get a timer for us.
Yeah,
Thank
make
you,
sure all
Matt.
my stuff is conveniently placed on screen.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. My prize cards are off screen right now.
Good luck.
Good
Let's
luck.
try to recreate a regionals experience here.
Alright.
For the fans.
I will scoop. I'll drop return. Start off with a Capturing Aroma, see what we get here. I still have to read this card every single time.
Dude, same.
If heads for an evolution. Awesome. So this is exactly what you want to see when you're playing Lugia VSTAR, is an Archeops and an Ultra Ball already in hand, and go grab another Archeops.
She's so lucky.
So we're already in an incredibly good position. We got to get a Lugia V down as well this turn. I don't really want to bother with prize checking, but I will. Just because
Yeah,
I'm a
may
good
as well.
player.
I'm
or
gonna
something.
have to because the stack requires it, so
Absolutely.
take your time.
See, and yeah, this is like the Lugia deck where I'm just like, oh, I have energies in the deck. Yeah, I see the energies in the deck. Like,
And to be honest, this was one of the matchups that scared me in Portland. I actually only saw one Lugia day one, and it was a draw. For me, if Lugia sets up, it's actually hard for me to close out the game.
yep.
Mostly because all your single prize Pokemon have really high HP, which really sucks.
Exactly. It's a little bit harder for you to knock out the like Yveltal and the Stonejourner, right?
Yep.
As long as I'm keeping the damage off of them.
And I can't ever really target on Archeops either. I can hit it with Greninja and then try to clean up with Sableye, but if you play Radiant Serena, it's kind of just a trap.
Right, absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead with no supporters in the hand, Ultra Ball for a Lumineon, keep that in the hand going into next turn. I see a Comfey, the odds that I get pathed are incredibly low here. I will go ahead and assume that Urshifu isn't getting knocked out, but I will put down a single strike energy just for fun. Got the Lumineon in hand, and I will go ahead and pass there.
Okay, Breeze is shuffling. I'm going to draw for turn. I actually have a really good hand here. I have Battle VIP Pass.
Crazy.
Depending on how much I want to dig, it's going to be either two Comfeys or a Comfey and a Radiant Greninja. I do have an energy in hand, which is going to let me see two more cards if I do get the Greninja, so that's probably the choice. I have one switching card. I need to make sure I have Cramorant, because that's the attacker of choice this turn. Sky Steel Stone Raikou is a pretty big deal in this matchup, so I'm going to check for those. And I have both of them, and then I just need to make sure I have all, or most of my energies, see which ones I have and which ones I've prized.
There's so many one-ofs in these Lost Box decks nowadays that, like, prize checking has just become a meme.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of fast-tracking my prize checking by just looking for relevant cards in the matchup. I'm not going to count every single thing.
That is totally
It's
fair.
just not how I roll.
Yeah. Well, especially for something like that, like, there's a point where you don't care how many Galarian, Zapdos, Fighting Energies, Drapions are in the deck, right?
Right.
That's just not how we operate.
Cool. I'm going to get Comfey Greninja.
Okay.
These are in fact the very same sleeves I used in Portland, actually.
Nice.
For both days of the event, so
They're lucky.
clearly they're pretty good, right?
Yeah. I would say that they're very lucky, actually. Mason let me borrow that deck at Locals last week, and I went forward out with it.
They are lucky sleeves. I started Battle VIP Pass probably 60% of my games.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's above average.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start with Chorus Experiment. Turn one, I know I'm gonna be playing it no matter what.
Sure. You have to loss own technically less cards when you use it, so mitigate the losses when there's a diluted pool of cards in your deck. Have a little bit more control over what you're getting rid of when you chorus first.
Okay.
Ryan.
Pushing things down, getting down rid of Raihan water energy. I'm going to use my first concealed cards, or sorry, flower selecting.
You're good. Heavy ball hitting the lost zone. Okay.
Switch card. Something. Flower selecting.
Lost zoning the water, but he also hasn't used concealed cards yet. It's very interesting.
So I'm probably going to opt not to use concealed cards here because I have a guaranteed attack by retreating manually.
Gotcha.
Okay, no I don't.
Oh.
Literally as I was talking about
Counted
price
as a heavy
checking,
ball.
I forgot to do it thoroughly.
Yep, and that heavy ball hit the lost zone there, and I can kind of see what happened.
Yep.
Yikes. Generally makes things a little bit more difficult, right? This is such a bad matchup to fall behind in, because against Lugia, you know that it reaches a point where there's nothing you can do. Like, even if you Roxanne or Judge or any of that, like, it doesn't matter. They just use Primal Turbo multiple times.
Okay, so we are going to use our concealed cards here.
Okay.
Okay, switch card. And now I just need to get to save line numbers as quick as possible.
Yep.
Cool. Hand's looking pretty solid. I will pass there.
Alright, I'll drop return. We find a nest ball off the top. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I don't think that there really is anything that I want to grab off of it. I guess one of the one prize attackers is actually a pretty solid choice here. The Sarina is also pretty okay. So it's Sarina or the stone guy. And I think since you like specifically didn't get Cramorant down, we'll go ahead and grab the Sarina.
I was thinking grabbing an attacker would be better first.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of an awkward hand, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to choose to play this. So I could go Judge or Research, right? I've got Luminion, Urn of Vitality in hand, so I could Judge or Research. Judge feels more impactful right now, but it could force me to fall behind if I miss the V-Star.
Yeah, I think the safe play is obviously the Research.
Yeah, so
you
I think...
hit your V-Star above everything else, right?
Right. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab the Research here.
Like, I've only played one turn with Lost Box, like, 9 cards in hand isn't that much.
9 cards in hand.
It's weird to
Quote
say,
that, quote
but
that.
I think when you want to judge Lost Box is when they have, like, 12 to 20 cards.
That's
Because
fair.
they'll get there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is a double Luminion build with double Judge as well. So, it's kind of a little less painful, you know? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's research away the urn. Don't really care. Draw 7. Pretty much just really, really looking for that V-Star. And I get to play my absolute favorite card here, Capturing Aroma, because it always gets me what I need, which is the heads for an evolution. Let's go!
Lugia players are always so lucky.
Lugia VSTAR, no path in play, will let me use Summoning Star for Archeops and Archeops. That is really good. And we will go in with one of the Primal Turbos here.
Holy cow, he's cheating.
Maybe. Might be. Could be. Alright, and then thinking about what you have, I'm probably just going to go with the one and use Impact Blow this turn. And use the other Primal Turbo real quick as well. And because you have access to the Raikou and an ability to potentially knock out my Lugia, we will go with the Gift Energy attachment there. We have attached for turn I am kind of back and forth right now on whether or not I want to play the collapsed stadium that I have in my hand. I think I'd rather hold it for now, try to save it for a turn where it might also disrupt what Mason's doing. If he sets up 5 Pokemon in play, force him to get rid of a Comfey, knock out another Comfey, would be incredibly impactful. So we'll go ahead and save that resource for now and just use Impact Below for 220 damage and take a prize card.
Comfey, draw for turn. Let's start with Chorus Experiment.
Right, starting with the Colress on this turn. Why don't we run Regenerative Energy in this deck?
Some people do, and it's really good in a cram, right?
Right.
Let's see here.
Smart choices over there.
We'll do this here.
Generally, it's a very normal thing for Lost Box,
Reflecting?
right? Have a lot of hard decisions to
Oh
make.
yeah, for sure.
Recycler.
You have to be able to make those choices pretty quickly, or else you will go to time.
Exactly, especially in games where you're trading one prize.
So, concealed cards.
Okay.
Switch card. Power selecting.
Here's 9.
Huh. Pretty rough.
Haluche goes away. Doesn't seem like that's a super incredibly important card. Especially in this matchup. It is very good, though. It's a very good card.
Drop down Sableye, attach return.
Not quite a
Well,
10.
I couldn't get the 10, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to pass.
Yikes. We'll draw for turn. We found a boss off the top deck.
Oh, great.
I'm not sure how much I actually care about that.
Relatively annoying, though.
Right. Let's go ahead and obviously can attack with this Urshifu this turn. We'll go ahead and retreat off with 2 single strike energies.
Haven't I got enough games with this deck? What's up, Chris? Yes, but we gotta show it off because I did well with it, right?
Go ahead and Primal Turbo here.
I'm not even playing well, that's the funny thing.
I'm gonna grab a V-Guard energy. And let's see. So I've just got the V-Guard energy down now. I will go with an attach for turn here. It seems good. No Primal Turbo. And we're just gonna go ahead and set up this Archeops as an attacker as well.
Oh,
It's kind of interesting, but it also gets these cards out of the deck that aren't, like, incredibly good for me right
yeah,
now.
it's kind of weird to see a Lugia player set up an Archeops ahead of time.
Yeah. It feels weird.
Yeah, I
Say
feel like that could be risky. Could allow me to do kind of a boss style play on Radiant Serena at some point.
Alright, and this is looking pretty okay. The one thing I really don't want to do is research here, honestly. I think at this point I am just going to drop the Collapse Stadium and we'll ditch the Lumineon.
Okay.
Just because it's not super good.
You did? Are you asking if I did well at regionals? You were there, dude. I know you did better than me, but...
Alright, and then it's basically like if you just have the Raikou play, then you just have it. And that's actually kind of okay, because I have this Urshifu as a backup here. And you have to commit quite a few resources. Like, the Sableye isn't really threatening me. I'm pretty okay with the way this board is set up, honestly. I think taking out Comfeys is going to be the most impactful thing. I could go boss Sableye this turn, but again, I don't really care if you Sableye me on your coming turn. I'll just go ahead and Tempest Dive. Take the knockout, I'll just leave the collapsed, and I'll take a prize.
Remote Comfey. Draw for turn.
This is misplaying. When I attach 3 energies, only do 120 and reduce 20 less. Shake my head.
Concealed cards. Discarding a fighting energy to draw 2.
Because I'm misplaying. I'm throwing intentionally. It's for content.
See here. Alright. So, I'm gonna use flower selecting. Totally fine. We have the Raikou V. I have Raihan.
Okay.
Attach electric energy from the discard pile to the Raikou V.
Yep.
Reach my deck for one other card here. Oh, yikes.
Throwing stuff around.
Almost dropped a whole bunch of dice on the ground. Alright,
How to get viewers somehow. I can't say anything, you two
Do
fantastic
this.
Chad. Are on, it'll always attract viewers. Oh, I always attract the viewers.
Breeze, you gotta flex on the camera, you know what I mean?
Should I
You,
just,
you need more arm action.
just like bring up...
Ooh!
I look pretty good on camera,
That
actually.
did look good, yeah. Like, dang. I could have
Not to stroke my ego or anything, but...
Attach return to the Raikou V.
Yep.
We will play Switch Bart.
Here it is.
Here it is. Does he have the size seal stone?
Does he have the stone? He
Stone. He drops the stone. I'm stoned. But not in the state of Idaho.
No, never.
I'm going to use the V-Star power.
Yep, Star Order.
And then I'm actually going to Lost Vacuum away the Sky Seal Stone.
Ah, that makes sense. Maybe.
Cool. Alright, so let's use Fleet Footed.
Yep.
Get ahead of ourselves. Drop down another Comfey. Now that's 160, 180, 360 minus whatever Beard Energy does. So Lightning Rondo for the knockout.
Alright.
Get 3 prizes.
Pretty strong.
Puts myself to Roxanne territory, but most of the good decks don't actually play Roxanne.
Alright, so go ahead and drop return to get
Please,
started. Let's open up with an Urn of Vitality.
What's up, Eric? How you doing?
Go ahead and grab 2 single strike energies, and I'm gonna Primal Turbo both of them here.
Okay.
So that'll be...
You take 40 damage, right?
Yes. Primal Turbo Roar.
Dude, I miss the actual single strike deck.
Me too. Got a gift energy already. I'm gonna go ahead and put a gift energy here.
This is like imposter single strike deck. It's like sus. I want to hit the emergency button right now.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Let's go ahead and, yeah, these cards aren't very important. I'll just go ahead and research them away.
Alright, sounds good.
It's a lot of things, but a lot of things that I don't really care about. Also, this is not this Eveltal, this is the other Eveltal.
Proxy Eviltal. Don't say that, man. It makes us look unprofessional. Nobody would even notice.
Nobody would
Nobody.
notice if I attacked with it.
I mean, I'm using
Okay.
Japanese energies, so it's all fair.
It's all good. We're fine.
Zelda has stolen your life? You too? It hasn't stolen mine, but it's taken my roommates.
Don't talk about it.
Don't even
No
talk about it, Andy
spoilers.
says. Don't even talk about it. Don't even think about it.
I'm gonna use another Primal Turbo.
That's not how the story works.
Okay, cool. Alright, and I think I'm looking pretty okay. I'm just gonna
No.
fail a Primal
My
Turbo.
Pokemon's weak to your Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you for so much. It's gonna be awesome.
Not like you didn't have the knockout either way.
Right.
You didn't have a gift energy on the Lugia, did you?
I did, but I had 7 in hand already.
Perfect.
I double checked that.
That's such a common
Check the VOD,
mistake.
check the VOD. And I'll go ahead and use Impact Blow for 480.
Sweet.
Take a deep breath, knockout.
Sufficiently dead.
Quite.
Comfy. Drop return. Now this is the hard part. It's really hard to clean up the game here with this deck.
Mhm.
Check the resources and such.
Breeze, Pog. Mason, Pog. His hair, whack.
Speaking like a caveman, bro.
You guys got a lot of viewers now.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody.
It's because of our charisma.
I think it's
Nah,
just
it's the
called
raise.
bro.
Yeah, the red. I think it's my nasality.
I'm risen up chat right now. You guys can't see, but I'm risen up chat.
You do be risen up, chat. Alright, I don't think he's down enough resources for me to go for any kind of stall shenanigans. Honestly, this game is over, but I'm not gonna throw in the towel yet.
Sure.
Start with flower selecting.
First time, Chad.
Sweet.
The ring.
Wow, the ring.
All I'm saying,
How's
okay,
it going higher?
I showed my large bicep on camera,
True.
and now
you got
all the
a
viewers
follower
are
now. You have a new follower.
another new bro.
Hey!
Let's go.
Thanks for the follow, whoever you are.
Did we get a follow?
I don't know.
It's the third one.
Higher?
Higher,
Sweet.
higher. What's up, y'all? Higher, higher.
Okay.
Oh, is it sub cheer follow?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so it's like people that paid a lot, people that paid a little bit, and people that didn't pay.
Cool.
But they paid us with their time.
Gonna play escape rope?
Ah, the escape rope. That's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
I
Gotta challenge the resources. It's looking pretty grim for me over here.
think I am just gonna go for the Archeops here.
Okay. Put up Sableye. I'm gonna bench a second Sableye.
Oh.
There's no reason for me not to. Okay.
Here we go.
So lost
Half time.
mine. When the Radiant Serena's in play, it kind of all has to go on one dude.
Right.
There's no way I'm cleaning up 3 single prizers. I think trying to eliminate the Urshifu is the best bet, so we'll just do 120 on him.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll go ahead and drop returns. Find an Ultra Ball here. Let's go ahead and play an Ultra Ball, get rid of an Aroma, and another Ultra Ball. Don't want to put any other Pokemon in play, really, to be honest here. And with the other Luminion kind of MIA, I think we'll just go for thinning. So let's go ahead and grab the Archeops. We'll go back in. Let's Ultra Ball. We'll get rid of the Yveltal and the Archeops. And I'll grab the big guy.
Ooh.
And not going to do that yet.
Yeah, you don't want to
obviously,
open that up for
reasons,
3
right?
prizes, right?
Yep. Going with a Primal Turbo just to take a look at what's in the deck. And okay. Sweet. It's looking like I'm pretty close to just cleaning this up. 1, 2, 2 V-Guard, 3 V-Guard, okay. 1, 2 double turbo, 1 gift. Yeah, 1 gift. Okay. Let's go ahead and just use Elegant Heal while I'm
Sweet.
thinking. And let's go with how do I play the rest of this? Does the single strike Yveltal have 2 retreat?
I believe it does.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this should work. We go double turbo energy here,
Okay.
and then retreat. And do I want to give you the Urshifu? I'm not sure. You can clean it up with Lost Mine anyway.
Right. Urshifu, whether it's in the active or not, I have a way to kill it, so
Right.
it's kind of like putting up's almost better, because then if I do kill it, you get your choice of pivot or
Exactly.
promotion.
It's kind of what I'm going for here. Okay. And yeah, VMAX is like the last thing I want to do here, honestly. Let's just go ahead and impact blow and do plenty of damage, take the knockout there.
Yep. No comfy. Yep. Draw for turn. I have a couple different options with this turn, and actually, it's kind of hard to make the choice here. So I'm pretty sure he has Boss's Orders in hand at this point. So attacking with Zapdos V for the knockout doesn't feel like it's going to win me the game. The other option would be to boss up Radiant Serena and then kill the Urshifu with Sableye. And looking at his resources, he might not have the appropriate cards to retreat. So we'll just see what happens with that option. Let's go ahead and boss Radiant Serena.
Okay.
We use Flower Selecting.
All the way down.
Energy Recycler. I'm gonna put in 2 Psychics, a Water Fighting, and a Electric Energy. We use Mirage Gate.
Alright.
First one of the game, dude.
Finally. Jeez. She's going crazy.
I'm popping off. I'm shaking the camera.
So excited.
No more Riz.
No Riz.
No Riz.
Hey, yo, no Riz.
Catch that. Sweet. With the retreat. And then we'll just lost mine all 12 on Urshifu.
Yep. And with the Radiant Serena in the active, I can just Thornton.
Oh, the Thornton play.
Turn it into the Yveltal. I think hits 50 for 2, right?
Well, they're
And
all dark though.
But it's 50 for 2, right? And I can...
Yeah. Well, let me just double check everything here.
Yeah. Well, I can just retreat anyway, right?
Oh, but you have the impact energy, so you're chilling, but... Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's good to know.
Yep.
But I can attack with the first attack or whatever. Yep. I hit for weakness with it, so it knocks out.
Indeed.
Or I can just retreat into the Archeops if I don't have the required energy and Speedwing for 100.
Yep, 2 dark energy hits for 50, so...
Cool. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Sweet.
7.
I
That's gonna be a mulligan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, I have a Pokemon. It's not great.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah. Hey, at least that's useful down the road.
Right. I just don't like committing the resources to pivoting, but good luck. That's almost a worse start than what I got.
Yeah,
definitely is a worse start than what I got.
So, start with the Battle VIP Pass.
Yep. Here we go.
I'll make sure I have at least one Cramorant this time.
Yeah. Actually, it's kind of nice to have the Sarina in the active, because I can just stick it there for a turn, and even if you do go spit, I don't really care.
Yep.
When are you doing the fan deck stream? I'm thinking maybe next week. Are we playing Standard or Polio Evolve next week?
You and I are going to be the only ones doing Paldea Evolve from now on.
Okay, so we're doing Standard?
Yes.
Cool. I'll probably play a fan deck next week then.
Yeah, we probably
Fan deck.
Fan deck!
But if we do that, should we do everybody playing a fan deck, right? Or
We don't necessarily have to. I think if someone has a deck they really want to play, they should be allowed to play it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody is going to be really excited to hear that I have come up with a Spiritomb Mew deck for Paldea Evolve. I'm not even kidding. And it's really good.
I'm interested. You have my attention.
So if you want to see that on an upcoming Friday, that'll be next Friday. Breeze can do that.
Yep.
Cool.
Breeze is in the process of trying to find a new place to live, but things are very uncertain. Could be moving this week.
Unclear.
Could be moving next week. Could be moving 2 weeks from now.
Whoa.
Or even in a month.
Really?
I don't freaking know.
Is your lease up and now you're just like month to month?
Yeah. They actually let me...
a goofy place to be, though.
They let me put in my 30-day notice to vacate and have it at a prorated rent. So I can, like, basically, my lease is up June 8th, and I can say I'm moving June 15th, and then pay for those 7 days instead of paying for a whole month.
That's pretty sick.
Have you seen the Lost Zone Mew deck with Cram?
No.
I have not.
Like Mew VMAX or the baby
You
Mew?
can use current. It's just because you can use it, not because it's good. Because
You're talking about, like, the Mysterious Tail Mew?
And also, are we talking about Cramorant or Cramomatic?
Cramorant. Because you lost back and your cards was lost.
Anyway, I'm gonna concealed cards.
Okay. That's my response to that.
You're
Okay.
not lying. It's because you can. Not because it's good, but because you can.
Beach Bro
That's fair
Retreat.
enough, fair enough.
Flower selecting. Okay, that's decent. That keeps my turn going at least.
Okay.
So we're gonna Nest Ball for another Comfey.
You don't need your turn to keep going, though.
I do. Going first against Lugia, I need as much help as I can get.
It had Chorus? I guess that makes sense. Like, when you think about what supporters you play in melee, you're just bossing every turn. Like,
So it's just Chorus and Cram. Okay, I've seen that people have been working that into decks, right? Where they're just playing Chorus and then still using Lost Zone stuff. Like there's an Arceus Giratina list that has Chorus, so you can eventually use Lost Impact or whatever it's called.
Requiem.
Or Star Requiem. Yeah.
I was curious about that. I actually posted that.
Escape rope. Flower selecting. Sweet. And that's all I want for this turn, so go ahead.
Okay, we'll drop. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. I'm gonna get rid of... Let's go Judge Urn. I'm gonna try to preserve some of the resources in this hand. Definitely want to get down to Lugia. And I want to check for the 1-up Tyranitar. And it is in here. That's pretty sweet.
Man, is it hot in here or what?
What?
So it's what?
It's what?
It's what?
It's what?
Okay. Thanks for backing me up, dude. I feel like a fool now.
Yeah, I got you. Anytime you need to feel like a fool, I got you.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
I'll put my clown makeup on.
I support it. Alright, we'll be shuffling back up
You
because...
support my dreams of being a clown.
Yes.
Cool.
Put down a V-Guard energy and we'll go ahead and play Judge.
Judge, turn one. Turn one,
Judge.
Judge. I had a Colress in hand.
You got Yudged.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna take a knockout on both your Comfies with Moonlight Shuriken this turn.
Dude, what?
Basically
Is it
over.
expanded?
Yes.
Yes. And you already have a Radiant Pokemon in play.
Exactly.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, it's expanded. I expanded my deck to include 2 Radiant Pokemon.
And 62 cards.
Yes. To find space for the 4 Auroras, you know how it
Yep.
is. Alright, there's that. And draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Sweet.
I honestly feel like I can just kind of keep all these cards. I mean, there's really no need for me to play them. I might as well, yeah. Well, let's just play the Nest Ball. Let's go ahead and just play it safe. Nest Ball isn't really going to grab me anything else that's super impactful. I'll just grab a second Lugia and pass.
Yep. That's a smart move for sure. I was eyeing up that Lugia.
Well, I was thinking like only 2 in the Lost Zone.
Yeah.
It's really... You could escape
But
rope
with escape
into
rope,
it.
it's like if
Yeah.
I could really pop off and get Raikou in play, it's definitely not worth it to only have one Lugia, so.
Right.
Flower selecting. Manapee's a pretty much dead card in this matchup.
Yep.
Start with the retreat via the beach court. Flower selecting. Okay, sweet. That's a perfect flower selecting. I get rid of a dead card and I grab Chorus Experiment.
Nice.
And it's honestly looking like I would have been able to pull off the KO on the one Lugia actually, so
Wow.
really
That's
glad
actually insane.
that Breeze played the second one. He's smarter than the people I played at regionals. That's for sure. I will say our community's gotten to the point where my average opponent was probably weaker than the top players we have here, so
That's right, they are. Stop it.
Jeez.
Kudos to us, I suppose.
Aggressive.
I will forever live down me beating Mason, his dark deck.
Yo.
Dork deck.
Dork. Actually,
Path of the Peak is a good card.
After the who?
who? So this is interesting.
Ass.
I think I'm still gonna go for this. This is kind of a strange route. And this is the thing, playing against Lugia is like, it feels like such an uphill battle with this deck.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and touch 4 Seal Stone instead, and go ahead and use that.
Okay. Yeah, and taking a 2-prize knockout here is actually super good.
Yeah, exactly. I don't feel like I have to use Sky Seal Stone every time in this matchup.
Yep. This does open the door for me a little bit, but I have a couple of coins to flip next turn, and we'll see how that goes.
I'm gonna go back in because now what this opens me up to do is Lost Vacuum. Okay. Level Ball and 4 Seal Stone.
Okay. Right.
Takes me to 8 in the Lost Zone. I have Mirage Gate.
There it is.
Put 2 here.
All right.
So 6 bench book 1 and play totals 120 plus 20, 140, 280. Even with the V-Guard energy, I do take an Oko.
Right.
I just feel like the Zapdos V that I had to start is going to actually lose me the game. Especially since I'm attacking with the V Pokemon early. That just opens the door for two prize knockouts.
Yep. Let's
Which
see,
is going to be
though.
huge on Breeze's end, but we'll play the escape rope.
Yep, and it's always this Lugia.
Yep. I'm going to use Fleet-Footed. Don't ever want to forget about that.
Yep.
I think because you obviously want to kill the Raikou V next turn, I'm going to bench Sableye because that way if I get judged, it's in play.
Right, that also turns off my collapse.
True. Then I can just get rid of the Zapdos.
Yep.
So we'll Lightning Round up for the knockout.
Okay. We'll just go up with Lugia here. I'm going to draw to get started. That's pretty good. Let's open up with a Capturing Aroma. Heads.
It's always
It's
heads.
always heads.
Breeze is, you've seen it here, the luckiest Lugia player in the world. If he went to
Alright.
Portland, he would have won.
And Mesa Gosa.
Oh, that
not
was
this
not too
time.
kind to you, though.
Alright, so let's go ahead and V-Star, and we'll Serena for draw, discarding an Archeops. And I need
Ooh.
to shuffle.
Serena for draw? You don't see it too often.
No, you do not. That's one gust down, but I do play. This is Richard's list. I don't know if.
This is Richard's list?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Don't know if Eric is still around, but
Eric or Richard in the chat?
in the chat. Yeah, so do have 1 Serena, 2 Boss. Not like I've exhausted my options, right?
Yeah. No, I do think Richard actually did want to go to 2 Tyranitar V.
Yes, I only am running 1, but I think it's fine. 2, 3,
And I'm a fan of the 2 Tyranitar as
4.
well.
5.
I know Tyler wasn't as much.
Okay. I do find the second Archeops, but I really can't play it. Can't get it in the discard, I mean. Let's go ahead and Summoning Star for 1 Archeops.
Ooh, I'm up 2 prizes. You've Summoning Star for 1 Archeops.
This is
This feels kind of grim.
pretty scary. I'll definitely agree. Grim is a good word for it.
Yeah.
So, I don't think I'm in the worst possible position unless you do just come back and knock out my Lugia V-Star. That would make me really sad. Let's go ahead and
Sad.
turbo for a gift energy. I think that's all I'm grabbing here. Yeah, just the gifts. Let's actually do the double turbo as well.
You may as well thin it out.
Yeah.
You clearly have one in hand, but
Right. I don't know if I'm playing this correctly, my friends, but it feels bad to not attack this turn. It feels like if I don't attack this turn, I'm gonna lose.
And you just had no other way to get a second Archeop, so you kind of have to attack, right?
Yeah.
And if you didn't, yeah, it would have been far worse. I could have just potentially bossed to kill the Lugia with the same Raikou.
Right. Let's do this. And... do I want to commit to the Stoner? I think I will.
Stoner.
I think I will, because I have the single strike energy in hand. I can just, like, attach in the worst case.
Right.
Because if you do knock out my Archeops, I get to attach to it. And then if you knock out the Lugia in return, then I get to attach to it again. So it can be a backup attacker. Let's go ahead and Tempest Dive. Take the knockout.
Cool.
I will leave the Mesagosa. I'll take 2 prizes.
Alright.
Alright.
Promote Comfy. Draw for turn. I really, with your board state, I would really like to fish for Clara and get another knockout with the Raikou V. So, this flip for Mesagosa.
Yep.
Fails.
Bad card.
Bad card.
Awful card.
Flower selecting.
Yep.
Ooh. Those are cards I want. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of the water energy.
Okay.
I'm at 9 in the lost zone.
I'm holding my breath over here.
Looks like it's probably just gonna be a Sableye turn here no matter what, I'm thinking. So we're gonna play Escape Rope.
Okay. I really don't want to send up the Archeops. This Stonejourner has 3 retreat, and the Sarina has 2. Yikes. I've also already committed a double turbo down. Really don't want to commit to a pivot on the Sarina, so we're going to go up the Stonejourner.
Cool.
In the worst case, I can swing with it, I
I
guess.
think Stonejourner is great for me because of the high retreat cost. I think my plan has changed a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and... I think instead of risking it on another flower select, I'm just gonna guarantee my game plan here. I'm gonna put up Greninja.
Yep.
I'm gonna play Raihan.
Okay, here it goes.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna attack with Greninja this turn.
Okay.
Gonna go into Mirage Gate.
Okay. And this is a lot more difficult for me. I feel like my game plan is really linear if you do actually attack with Raikou that turn. Because then I just knock out Raikou, knock out Zapdos, right?
Yeah, and I think attacking with Raikou is kind of a trap. I probably shouldn't have even been thinking about that, because then you have to kill it with Stonejourner, and all you have is single prizers in play.
Exactly.
And so here, I think 90 on Lugia and Archeops is probably the best play for me.
Oh, on the Lugia. Interesting.
Well, what were you thinking, Stonejourner, Archeops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even, like, Sarina Archeops sounds fine. So then you clean up a 2-prize knockout, right? And then you just clean up the Lugia with Clara.
True. Yeah, I'll probably go Stonejourner, Archeops, because the lower HP on this guy means I can clean it up easier with Sableye.
Very true, yeah.
Oh.
Archeops,
Okay.
Stonejourner, 60... and 70.
Sweet. So,
Mm.
let's shuriken 90 and 90.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get that. Drop return. Single strike energy off the top deck is actually a little concerning. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball here. And
Well, it shouldn't be, because you still just have it attached return, right?
yeah. There are my energies. And this turn... It's just such an awkward... Like, Greninja is such an awkward number to hit. I almost feel like I like going Tyranitar here. Just the pivot is so expensive.
Right. Once you put up the Stonejourner, you're just kind of committed to it, right?
Yeah. I don't dislike the Tyranitar. What I really would like to do is collapse this turn.
Yeah, collapse would be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the
We
Tyranitar.
need one more Pokemon in play as well.
Let's use Mesagosa.
And there it is.
There's that one Pokemon in play. Alright. Mesagosa,
But what Pokemon do you want to remove off the board is the question.
definitely the Stone Journer. Like, if I can get that off the board, I feel like I'm in a much better position.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go ahead and grab the Evil Doll. The one Archeops is just so incredibly important, and I've probably already overcommitted to my bench space. Actually, with this play, it's very likely that I just lose to, what's it called? The Lost Mine, and then like a boss's orders.
Potentially.
So let's go ahead and turbo to commit double single strike energy up here. Come on, get under there, please. And now we'll shuffle. And then I can attach for turn. That can be my pivot, and we don't pivot unless we find the collapsed. That's cut. We'll go ahead and elegant heal while I'm here. Attach for turn. And let's research.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so no collapsed in hand. This has 60 left. This has 80 left. So you can't knock them both out with Sableye. You could knock them both out with Greninja, though, if you could recycle that. That's kind of what I'm looking out for. Let's go ahead and capturing Aroma to thin a card out of the deck. It's going to be an evolution Pokemon, so let's just grab... Doesn't actually matter what I grab. Let's grab a Lugia. Evolve my Sarina into Lugia VSTAR.
Oh, sweet. I'm down for that, honestly. I think Serena's kind of the bane of my existence.
Yep. Makes sense. You can tap or cut there.
Yeah, it's honestly what makes the matchup, like, over the edge for me. Like, if I could set up my numbers how I want to, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. I'll just go ahead and Giga Hammer here. And... yeah,
Can't you give me the Oko on Lance Pulse, or...?
I don't think so.
No,
No,
it's
that's 120.
120.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I do have to Giga Hammer. I'll take one press.
Giga Hammer's good for me, because then I don't have to kill the Stongener and you have to retreat it, which... Although, you can attack with the other attack, right? Yeah.
Yes. I
Come
can
on,
use
Pumpay.
Lance Pulse.
Draw for turn. Oh.
This is a very, very awkward game.
Yeah, for real. Start with flower selecting.
Yep.
Easy choice.
Yep. Always love to see that.
Here. Force experiment.
Yep.
Okay, another easy choice.
Yep.
VP pass and Sky Seal Stone.
Obviously, I already used that V-Star power.
Huh. Let's go ahead and play a Nest Ball.
And there is no Greninja this turn. That's actually really good for me. Okay.
Get another Sableye down.
Yep.
I'm kind of
Already having played the Colress, obviously.
shaking my head at my prizes again here.
Yikes.
Really just fishing for one card and hoping to see it. Card tap. Okay. Switch card. Flower selecting. Okay, that's good. Also bad. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. I just don't have any way to attack at all.
Really?
Yeah. Prized double psychic energy and didn't see any of them off the first two prizes.
Ah, that's always awful.
Yep. So yeah, that's
Say it.
it's basically a wrap. I can at least catch, return, retreat.
Oh, you didn't have another pivot?
Nope.
Gotcha.
And the choice there was switch card, psychic
Yikes.
energy.
Yeah.
What I was hoping to hit off of the Comfey was actually Mirage Gate. So we'll spit.
Okay. That's still not awful, right? I mean, you do take a knockout, you do take a prize card,
Yep.
and I can kind of whip pretty
I'm just
hard.
worried with this elegant healing that now I won't be able to set up the math to take 3 knockouts.
Right.
Which really sucks.
Let's see. So I think this is probably going to be the perfect turn to just boss up the Zapdos.
Yep. And that Zapdos is going to lose me the game like I thought it was.
So let's go ahead and Luminous Sign. Grab the boss.
Yep.
And I'll use Mesagosa and fail it. Use Primal Turbo. I think I'm just gonna put a V-Guard energy here.
Okay.
Seems fine. Go ahead and Elegant Heal.
I will say I think I have one more hope left in this game, but all in all, this set has been,
Pretty
I would
brutal.
say, quite a bit more unlucky than any of my games I had in Portland, which just
Yeah.
goes to show that you do have to be a little bit lucky to do well at those kinds of events.
Let's go with boss on the Zapdos this turn. And I will Tempest Dive, and we'll go ahead and get rid of the Mesagosa, and I'll take 2 prize cards.
Promote Comfey, draw for turn, play Poke Gear.
Yep.
Exactly 7.
One prize
Boss's
card
orders.
left. Let's see, maybe there's a boss stall play or something. I'm curious what the one hope is.
Go tap.
It's potential to maybe knock out the Lugia, and then hope I don't have...
Hope you don't have a ruin is essentially.
Yeah. If you get the Raikou to knock it out,
Yeah, exactly.
then it's hard for me to get the
Well,
return.
selecting. Pretty good. Problem is, I still need 2 separate pieces here, and that's like what's been happening all game.
Yikes.
Switch cart.
Alright, and you know you can't find 2
Flower
pieces
selecting.
of 1 flower selecting.
There's one of them.
Alright, down.
So let's see. I think this might just do it. Well, no, then that's the problem too. I can only retreat once. And I need to use another flower selecting. Alright, we'll play Clara.
Yep. Good concealed cards, but then that fills up your bench.
Yep. It's gonna be Raikou, Lightning, and Water. Actually, Psychic. Let's see here.
Oh, you have to fleet-footed into it, huh?
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately.
Well, you got a 50-50,
Yeah,
right?
50, oh wait, actually, should be 100%
Oh,
because of the same card.
oh.
So, hold attach. Retreat. Wait.
You pivoted with switch card.
Yeah, no, I'm chilling.
Yes,
Retreat.
you're good.
Fleet footed. There we go. Energy recycler.
Wow. The bottom 2 cards
Yeah.
of recycler, huh? Wow. That
This
is
has been like
disgusting.
one of the unluckiest sets I've had.
That is disgusting.
Mirage Gate.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like hope that you don't have it, but at this point,
I do.
I'm on game 2. So even if I did win this one, we'd be going to a tie. And I just hate playing against Lugia with this deck, to be honest.
It's such a slow burn, right?
Yeah. It's like, it always feels just out of reach, and it's like, even with Raikou Sky Stone, for some reason I feel like I can't win.
Yep.
So, a Lightning Round for knockout.
Yep, and that's huge, but unfortunately, I do just draw for turn, attach energy, and boss one of your one prizers to Speedwing for 100.
Good game.
Good game. Any final thoughts from you, Mason, about maybe your regionals experience?
No, I mean, it was just all in all super awesome time. It's always such a good time to just go with friends and have fun, and like, of course we all take it seriously, and the prep was like super stressful, but I was really glad that I played this deck because it pushed myself to play a deck that was hard to play, you know, rather than just choosing like a comfort pick.
Yep.
And for that reason, I'm really proud of myself for making day 2 with like one of the hardest decks to play. I feel like I piloted it pretty well. Yeah, unfortunately, the Lugia matchup, for whatever reason, feels so hard, even though I have Raikou v Sky Stone. So I don't really know what to tack into it to make it better, but it is what it is. Lugia sets up half the time, and half the time it doesn't.
Yep.